He's sitting a little too high, Lord. He got to sit a little bit lower. Can't see his face. Can't see his face. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Legend from the Past. I am your host, Armand, and this is Miss Ayana Young. Ayana, how you doing tonight?
I am doing well. Hey, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. You know, we got a lot of things coming up, Ayana, a lot of things, man. But one thing that I'm really pleased about is that we just reached over 2,000 viewing hours. So that's really
Wow.
placing a nice
Thank you so
spot.
much to our awesome viewing audience. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. You know, the city of Annapolis, we lost a pioneer this week. His name was Vincent Leggett, you know, and we were talking at one point, Ayana, to have him on the show. Him and I, we were conversing. He was actually recommended to me by the Honorable Carl Snowden to have on the show. And this past Sunday, he actually went home to be with God. You know.
Wow.
So how was your day today, Ayana?
Condolences. No, we got to say condolences to the family. And
Yes.
all of you who knew him, I'm sending my sincerest condolences for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, very much so. Thank you for that, Ayana. Thank you. You know, we have a hot guest tonight. This is our last show in honor and recognition of our superheroes, the soldiers. And this is a super Sarge right here, yeah. I tell you, he's a super Sarge, a hard charger. You know, he served not just in the Army, but he served in the Marine Corps as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a nice time with him. So let's not delay it any longer. Let's bring Horace Nutter to the stage, affectionately known to all as Sarge.
Welcome.
Hi,
Oh,
how you doing,
Lord.
Sarge? Ooh, we just lost him. We're having technical difficulties right now, but hopefully we'll have him back in a second. But in the meantime, Yana, we have an event that's coming up in March. It's going to be a thank you event. Not only a thank you event, it's going to be a fundraiser for our college students. You know, you ready for that?
Absolutely. So, we're about in March. You thinking beginning, middle? Are we
It's
still
going to
working out
be
the details?
it's going to be on the 22nd of March.
22nd of March in Annapolis, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be held at the Mecca in at Stanton Center.
All right. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Looking
Awesome.
forward to meeting some of the viewing audience that's been watching for a while. That I know you know a lot of people, but I've never met a lot of people who are watching. So that'd be great.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Well, he's here. Let's bring him on, Ayana. How you doing, Sarge?
I'm hanging tough, brother. How you doing?
Doing good. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hanging in there with the best of them on select few.
Hey, well, you know, this is Ayana Moo Young. She's a host. She's actually a host.
You said something. I gotta say what I'm saying.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay.
No. Not yet. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Sarge.
Oh man, I'm hanging with the best of them. Oh yeah, I'm one of the old Marines. Way back in 58 years ago, I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, so what about Army now? You were Army too,
wait,
right?
I want to tell you, I'll tell you my story now. I'm gonna tell you what's happening.
Well,
Let me tell you, I'm get to that too. Hold on. I started in the Marine Corps, brother.
okay,
9 March 66, April 3rd, 1970. I did 4 years and 25 days in the Marine Corps, sergeant. 2 tours of Nam. 2 tours of Vietnam.
Well, let's do this first. Tell us where you were born and raised.
I was born July 31st, 1945 in Salisbury, Maryland. That's where I'm from, brother. Salisbury, Maryland. Awesome. Yes, indeed.
Well, what are some of the things that you enjoyed doing while growing up? Did you play any sports?
Oh, man, I worked on a farm, man. It's hard work, man. We had mules and cows then when I was born, brother. I was born in 1945, and July 31st. That's what we had at that. Cows and 2 mules and Dan and Dick. When they died, we bought our first 4-seat tractor. Yeah, man, I worked hard on the farm, 12 years on the farm. And then that's back in 1945 over to 1955. That's when we left Salisbury in 58. We moved to Baltimore City in Baltimore. I lived in Baltimore for 1 year.
Wow.
1 year in Baltimore, 1 year. Then I moved to a place called Gammas, Maryland, 1966.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You don't hear nothing?
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I moved to Gammas, Maryland, 1966 or 59 to 66. I cut tobacco. I was 13 years old in the tobacco field. I've been a hard worker. I worked hard all my life. Yes, sir.
So
then I went to Wallace Base High School, class of 64. Then I went down to the graduate from high school 64 and went to University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, Princess Anne, Maryland. I looked to be a professional baseball player, but that wasn't in the cards either. I was a bad boy, man, center field. Hitting 333, 400. I was a big stick. But I want to be a gym teacher. Yeah, man, I want to be a gym teacher, but that ain't work out. I had no scholarship, so I had to drop out of college. I dropped out January 1966. 39 days later, I was drafted. Wow. That's when my career started.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna move over to Miss Ayana Moo Young and allow her to ask you a few questions. Okay.
Sure.
So you mentioned you were. Can you hear me?
I hear you well.
Okay, good. So you mentioned you were drafted. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I got drafted. Yes, I was drafted. 9 March 66, I got drafted. I got drafted by the Army, but they gave me a choice at MEPS. 2 years in the Army or 2 years in jail or 2 years in the Marine Corps. I picked the Corps. I was in the Marine Corps, 4 years, sergeant, 2 tours of Nam. Unfortunately, I had a bad break with Richard Nixon, President of the United States. Decided to have a downside. He kicked out 104,000 Marines out of 300,000. He killed my career in the Marine Corps. Then I just joined the Army. I joined the Army exactly 69 days later, and I took a dropping grade from sergeant back to corporal because I didn't want to go back to Vietnam. I ain't want to be 3 trips in the field. No, sir. So after that, I did 20 years in the Army. I had a good time in the Army. Matter of fact, my last 11 years in the Army, I was station commander in charge recruiting officer. I did it for 11 years. Downtown Detroit, 7 years. Downtown Annapolis, 3 years. And my last summer, downtown to Hartford, Connecticut. And that's where I cleared post at Fort Devens, Massachusetts. That's when I retired in 1990. So I'm doing 24 years and 49 days in boots.
Wow.
Had a good time in the military, but I even worked in the Naval Academy where I live at now. I live in Annapolis, Maryland, ever since 1966. I've been living on 25 Parole Street. That's where I live at. Been at 47 years. But I worked at Navy Academy for approximately 25 years. I was a cook for the midship for 20 years. So that time was added to my military time. So I had 43 years, 7 months, 13 days in the government. Yes, sir. I enjoy every bit of it. God's good to me. I'm still here. Coming 8 more months, I'll be 80 years old. 8 more months.
Wow.
But I had I lost my wife she died August 3rd, 2020. We was together for 53 years. We was married 51 years, 7 months, and 3 days. But God's good to me. I had 4 types of cancer went through my body. I'm still standing tall. Yeah, I had 6 operations in 36 months. I'm still standing by the grace of God. But I'm still waiting for the Uncle Sam, see what they're gonna do down there. I don't know if I got the colon cancer from the water toxin I kept me to in North Carolina, or I got it from Asia on to Vietnam. But I got my package in right now, so we was waiting for the people to mitigate, the Department of Navy mitigate, give me my money. But they came and got me. They asked for me. I ain't asked for Vietnam. But I'm a true trooper. Like my man know, that boots on the ground. That's what we are. You call home. They said back in the old days, when you get called, you got to go. You represent the United States well. See, my whole family military. Why I was so gungy in the military is because my daddy was the first sergeant. He served in the Korean War and World War II, the real Army, 1944 to 1956. He served in the Korean War and World War II. So hey, that's why I was so gungy in the military. I want to be like him, but it wasn't in the cards. I was up for master sergeant in 15 years, but I had a little problem. But hey, I'm glad I still made it. God is good to me. I'm still standing tall with the best of them. That's why they call me Hoorah, Sergeant, boots on the ground. You know the deal, trooper. You know the deal. Yep. That's my story.
Who are some of the people who inspired you along the way?
My father, my mother, and my father. That's what inspired me. Because they taught me well about hard work pays off. So I met a lot of good top generals in the Army. I met this guy called Alexander Haig. I met him back in 1973 when I was in a place called Vicenza, Italy. I was in Italy for 39 months. I visited Germany 5 times. He rendered me a letter of accommodation for a well-rounded job. I was security guard on the Nacre Hercules missile field. That's what I went into, missile field. So 3 years later, I got on the missile. I went back in the boots. I went back in the boots on the ground in the infantry. And that's why I made my rank. I went from E4 to E7. I made E7 in 10 years. And like I said, I want to be a sergeant major, but it wasn't in the cards. So I was up for master sergeant, but it wasn't in the cards either. So I wound up heading congressional because I had a captain in the first sergeant. We had a little problem. So I had got both of them guys discharged from the military. But the general, matter of fact, chief of staff was Colin Powell was my chief of staff at the time. It went down 85 May to 15. That's when I was supposed to get promoted master sergeant. And he had a congressional. And the lady told me, said, well, we're having the general look at your record. We'll let you know within 2 days you've been in the Army. Now they call back and say, sorry, you're still with us. I know I had an impeccable record in the Marine Corps, and I know I was a good soldier. But everybody don't get the American dream and get promoted. So they want to give me medals. I ain't want no medal. I want to fight. But anyway, I'm still hanging tough with the best of them. That's my career in the military.
Absolutely. Back to you, Mom.
So now you were disappointed with the Marine Corps. So you were told to either join the Army or do what?
No. I was disappointed, and I wasn't disappointed in the Marine Corps. Marine Corps had nothing to do with it. I was disappointed in Richard Nixon. You heard of him, right?
Okay.
You heard of him, right? President Nixon? Absolutely. You heard of him. When they impeached him too, 1973, January. But 3 years earlier, he impeached us. 1970, February 15th, he kicked out 104,000 Marines. And I was one of them. You understand what I'm saying? Well, after that, I joined the Army.
Yeah.
That's what happened, brother.
I got you.
The President of the United States killed my career in the Marine Corps. Because Marine Corps was my ticket.
Yeah.
He said I was up for E6 less than 4 years. That tell you what kind of Marine I was. I was platoon commander and platoon sergeant as E5 in Marine Corps in Vietnam, brother. Yes, sir. Awesome. Yes, sir. I had six people in my platoon. Young men, 18 to 21. That's who fought Vietnam, 18 to 21. Too young to vote, too young to buy liquor, but one trying to die for this country. We the only branch of service, the only military in history. No parades, no nothing when we came home. 13 years of hell. We ain't had no parades. They call us baby killer, drug addicts, all kind of crap. We ain't asked for that. You know what I mean? We ain't asked for that. We ain't asked for Vietnam. But hey, somebody had to go.
That's right.
Call of Duty, we had to go. That's what I did. But my whole family military. My whole family. I mean, my wife's father military. My wife's father, Mr. Queen, went in the military in 1942. Navy, brother. My father went in service 1944. Army, first sergeant. So my whole family military. We know what that flag represents. White, blue, green. You know the deal. Boots on the ground, brother. That's
right.
me. That's me. Boots on the ground.
That's right.
And I had a great time. I had a great time in the military. I enjoyed being a soldier. I enjoyed being a Marine, especially Marine Corps. That's my ticket. Yes, sir. Hoorah!
So, what was your most memorable time in both
in the military? Recruiting. When I was in recruiting, I was a recruiting officer for 11 years. I enjoyed it. Sit behind that desk, clean every day, high and tight, brother. Representing, providing the strength for the nation. I enjoy that job, brother. You know what I mean? I ain't want to go back to the field. Hell with that field duty. No, sir, brother. Yeah, I did 8.5 years in the field. Yeah, I was clean every day. High and tight. 3 in the back, 2 in the sharp. You know, boots on the ground, baby. Medals on my chest. 15 medals I earned. 15 medals, buddy. Representing it well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. I am the real deal.
Yes, you are, Sarge.
Yes, sir. That's why they call me Sarge.
That's why they call you Sarge. That's right.
I earned them stripes.
So now what does the term Semper Fi means to you?
Always faithful. Always faithful. That's what Semper Fi means, brother. You know what I mean? Do or die. Hoorah. That's the core, buddy. That's how we roll. Once you're a Marine, always a Marine. Especially if you go to Paris Island. That's the real Marine Corps, brother. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Hollywood Marines in California. Them Hollywood Marines, we ain't talking about them boys. We talking about the real Marine Corps, Paris Island. I was in platoon 261, 2nd Batch, 2nd Battalion, graduated. Well, boots on the ground. So we knew we was going to Nam. I made it. A lot of guys didn't make it to Vietnam, brother. We're no joker, man, baby. We talking now. The more you dead, that's how I go. 0311, 6 to 11 bang, man. Beating boots. Yes, sir. Wow. That was all about. Kill or be killed. That's how it was in Vietnam. Come home, couldn't even buy a loaf of bread. Ain't that something? Yeah. Come home, we couldn't get a loaf of bread. Couldn't get a job. That's why I had to join the army. Couldn't get a civilian job. This country hated the Vietnam vet. Right today, we got vets in this country right now. You know, homeless vets. That's a shame, man. This is a rich country. Homeless vets in this goddamn country, man. It's rough. You know, it's a rough country, man. Now we got a crazy man in politics named president. I went to find that boy across the street. You know what I mean, brother? You know what I'm talking about? When they said Black Lives Don't Matter, they showed it when he was in office his first term. Oh yeah, I ain't forgot, brother. I've been around a while. I'll be 80 years old, 8 more months. I'll be 80. I've seen it all.
Well,
yes, sir.
What? I'm gonna put something up, man. This is from a guy. He's a fellow Marine. His name is Silk Sims. Now I don't agree with him, but he's saying that you named the best branch first.
Who?
His name is Silk Sims. So he's a Marine, just like you.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he like me. You my Marine. Huh? Ain't nobody like me, brother. I'm on Marine, man, brother. I ain't buying that. No, he ain't like me, dog. No, sir. I'm from the old school. You know what I mean? He ain't like me. How old this guy? How old you talking about? How old this guy you talking about? How old this guy?
Oh, he's about my age.
No. He ain't like me, brother. No. That's a different Marine there. No. I'm the real Marine Corps, buddy. I'm the real Marine Corps. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody like me. No, sir. I'm still high and tight. Yes, sir.
Hey, go ahead, Ayana.
What you say, buddy?
Ayana's got you.
Oh, okay.
What were some of the places you traveled while you were in the service?
Oh, I've traveled. I've been all over. I've been to Bangkok, Thailand, Okinawa, Italy, Germany, Yakuza, Japan, Taiwan. I've seen a lot of places. I enjoy being stationed in a place called Germany. I wasn't never stayed in Germany. I stayed in Italy for 39 months. I visited Germany 5 times. California, I drove from Maryland to California twice. I was stationed in California 5 times, 3 times with the Army and twice with the Marine Corps. So I know about California. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I had a good time in California.
Was that Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Well, Detroit, Michigan, I had a choice to live in California or Detroit. I had a choice to live, but I choose to come back home to Maryland. I'm a Maryland man. Yep.
Okay.
I came back home to Maryland. Yep. I was stationed in Annapolis here for 56 months. Yep. Stationed at Navy Academy for 20 months. Yeah. I enjoyed that. I had some beautiful tours in the military. Yeah, the military opened my eyes up real bad, especially the Vietnam War. They opened my eyes up. So hey, it wasn't no joke. Like I'm here to talk. I'm here to tell you about what the real deal was. We the only war in history. 13 years of hell. We didn't see no parades, no nothing, no recognition, no nothing. To come back home, we couldn't even buy a loaf of bread. That was a crying shame. Way the country treated us when we came home from Vietnam. And unfortunately, you got veterans working the street now, homeless veterans, Vietnam. You got guys right now. We got Pakistan confirmations. We try to get our money from the government, but they simply having a hard time. They don't want to give us our money to. I don't know what, but they want us to fight a war. But to come home, we can't get a loaf of bread. That's a crying shame. Put a lot of people in tears. It's a different military now. Military now has changed. The military is all about politics, and it's not what you know, who you know. It's all bureaucratic politics now. You know, in the military I was in, it was hardcore. You had to be hard. You had to be sharp. Had the stuff together. If you didn't have it together, you lost out. You out the system. That's how it was. But the Marine Corps now is a little different program. Matter of fact, I tell you, they make more money I made. Can you imagine a E5 1969 making $300 a month with a platoon of 6 to 8 people? Great responsibility. With a platoon of 6 to 8 people, I was a platoon commander and a platoon sergeant. I wasn't a gunnery sergeant, E5-7. I was E5. I wasn't a lieutenant, but I had a responsibility. Yep. That's how it was in the military I was in. The real military. Yes, indeed.
What would you say was,
come again?
What would you say was the toughest part of being in the military, and what was the most rewarding part?
The one part was being alive, especially going to a combat zone. You made it through the combat zone, and that's the hard part. Coming home, and then they come home, you had no friends, no command didn't care about you. They didn't care about you at all. But anyway, the good time in the military, I had some good childhood, eating good food. I got a chance to travel, see the world free. I enjoy every bit of it. I'm only gonna do 30 years in the military. But if I'd have got my promotion right, if I'd have got my master on strike, I'd have did 30 years in the military. I wound up doing 24 years and 49 days. That's the best I could do because I retired after I had that bad eval from that captain. I told me to go home because I didn't want to lose all my stripes, so I told me to go home. Because my goal was to beat my daddy. That was my goal. My father was the first sergeant, E8. I want to be E8 and I want to be E9. That was my goal. So I had a great time altogether. My career was fairly great. I had a good time. Military, I had a good time. I'm glad that they gave me opportunity. The military and the Army and the Marine Corps gave me opportunity. So I'm happy that I served in the boots on the ground. I picked up 15 medals, including the Purple Heart, MSM, and not 4 outcomes in 10 years. So I got 15 medals on my chest, and I earned them all. When they send them bloody guts, the real deal. It was the hard military. For me, it was a hard military, especially the Army. From 11 June 1972 to March 31st, 1990. I worked for everything I had in the Army. Marine Corps was no problem. The only problem I had in the Marine Corps was the President of the United States. But in the Army, if you didn't have your stuff together, if you didn't do the homework, you out the system. That's how the Army I was in. The Army I was in, like I said, for June 11th, 1972, March 31st, 1990. That was a hard army, no doubt about it. I met a lot of commanders, and I met a lot of good commanders. I met a lot of generals. I know quite a few generals in the Army, but I had a great time overall. Matter of fact, I met my Commandant Marine Corps, General Green, Washington Green Jr. I met him twice. I shook his hand in person twice. When I got shot in Vietnam the first tour, I got hit on the second, 867, got back on the 7th, and I was admitted to Bethesda Hospital 4 months for the gunshot wound. He came through June, passed out Silver Stars, Bronze Stars, and Purple Hearts. Then 2 years later, sent me back to Vietnam. I met him again. He had me one question. Sergeant, you're doing a hell of a job as a platoon commander, platoon sergeant. What can I do for you? That's the right question he asked me. I said, well, my sleeve's kind of light. I'm E5. Then where's the stripe at? He told me, well, you got to wait till I get back to Hickman Marine Corps. I knew it was no go then anyway. After that, that's when 30 days later, 15 February 1970, that's when Richard Nixon kicked out 104,000 Marines. I was one of them. Yep. So that's what made me join the Army. I had to join the Army because I couldn't get a civilian job. The country hated the Vietnam vet with a passion. So I did 20 years in the Army behind the Marine Corps. Hoorah. What can you say? Can't stop a good man. That's all I got to say about that. Can't stop a good man.
Absolutely. I'm honest on you.
Hey,
Hello?
so Sarge, how many children do you have?
I had 3 daughters. I had 3 daughters. I had 8 grandkids, 7 grandsons, 1 granddaughter. Everybody is famous over 30 except for one. My man, we call him Gelante Grave. He lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I call him General Johnny because he's 6'1", 255, baby. He graduated high school with his 3.9 GPA. That's my man, J-Rock Hill. Yes, sir, buddy. Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where my baby daughter live at, Janine. They've been there 16 years. 16 years in Albuquerque. We married a good man named Donald. I call him the big chef because they've been cooking over 40 years. Yes, indeed, buddy. I got 15 great-great-grandkids, buddy. 15 of them. 8 girls and 7 boys. Yes, sir, brother. I'm still here for them, right here. Boots on the ground, baby. Got a tough family. If you want to come and talk about it, I live at 25 Rose Street, Annapolis, Maryland. You can come see me anytime you want, buddy. I'll let you know what time of day it is. I got boots. I got 2 statues in front of my house. One, the black one's a Marine, the white one's a soldier. Flags flying high around my house. Hoorah, baby. Boots on the ground. Come on in there. 25 Rose Street. That's where I live at. Want my phone number? I'll call you. You come anytime you want. 410-897-0427, brother. That's my number. Nice talking to you. We appreciate you this opportunity to interview the big deal, baby. The big deal.
This is your night, sir. This is
yes, sir, buddy. God is good. I'm still here. 8 more months. 8 more months. God, let me see it. I'll be 80 years old. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got 3 daughters. Rama, hey, that's my baby. That's my first son. My daughter over here. Veronica Mako. Janine.
Now Veronica,
Janine, my baby daughter.
Veronica played sports, right?
Oh, Janine did too. My whole family played sports. I was a coach.
Okay. Oh, you were the coach?
Huh? We had a team called Silver Bullets. Kicked everybody's ass in Indianapolis, buddy. You know the deal. Sir, how I didn't tell you, brother. We don't take no stuff, baby. We won 3 trophies with 3 championships and run up for 2 more. Yes, sir. I was coaching.
Was it basketball or baseball?
Did basketball, football, you name it. We did it all. Overseas, we did it all. This softball, right? I'm talking my girls' softball team. But my wife and I, we was overseas in Italy. We did every bowling, basketball, football, every name it, we did it. Yep. We got an athletic family. My whole family athletic. Everybody play ball, my family. You want to know my team? Redskins and Baltimore Ravens. That's my team.
All right,
yes, indeed. Yes, I stay at home. I ain't going to town. Some people go out of town talking about Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboy girls. They ain't got nothing. They ain't going nowhere. No, Dallas Cowboys. Shit.
We can agree on that one.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Man, ain't got no team over there. That Jerry Jones, all that money, Jerry Jones, he messed that team up, man. He want to pull them running backs. She got Big Henry, Big Dave, that boy running hot. Downhill. That's how we run, baby. Downhill, baby. That's me. I can't wait to play Dallas Cowboy one more time. We gave the game away. We should have won that game, man.
Yeah.
Everything is good. Yes, sir. Any more questions?
You know what? This is a real treat. You know, I'm happy that you came on the show, Sarge, for real.
I'm happy too, bro. I'm glad you give me the opportunity to express my feeling about the United States of America, football, basketball, whatever. I'm good to go. Yes, sir. I'm still alive. I'm still recruiting, put it that way.
Are you?
Yes, sir. I'm still recruiting. Anybody want to go in there and talk to me, I'll let you know what time of day it is. It's a different military now. It's all about education. You know, that's what it's all about now. You know, it's all about not what you know, who you know, too. It's all politics now. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's how I go.
Yeah.
Like I say, the military was in a little different program. Yep. But I had a good time. I had a great time, military. I had a chance to travel, see the world free. I enjoy every bit of it. Yep. Military is for me. Everybody, military is not for everybody, but it was for me. Although I came in a military family, that's why I was so gunchy. Like I told you, my dad was the first sergeant. I had to go hard, represent well when I got drafted. He went in service 44, 56. I went in service 1990, 9 March 60 till 1990, 31st of March. That's when I retired, 1990. 35 years ago. It's coming March, but I've been in civilian for 35 years. I've been retired from Navy Academy 9 years. So I put my time in boots all across the board, civilian life and military.
So now what did you do? What did you do at the Naval Academy?
I was a cook for the midship for 20 years.
20 years.
Yes, sir. Wow. That's what I did. Yeah. I did 36 years, 7 months, and 3 days, and 13 days in civilian life working, 24 years, 49 days in boots. You add it together, come out 60 years, 7 months, 13 days of working. I've been working there since I was 10 years old. When I retired, I was 70 years old, 10 months, and 13 days. So I put my time in. With government time of 43 years, 7 months, 13 days in the government.
Now, Sarge, were you ever at Fort Ord, California?
Yes, sir. Fort Ord. I was stationed Fort Ord two times.
What were the years?
We called it 7th Bandit Division, infantry. 7th Bandit Division, boots on the ground. I was a platoon commander and platoon sergeant because my platoon commander was already 80 with TDY Ranger School. And who had to be platoon commander? This boy. I was a platoon commander and a platoon sergeant. E5 and E7. Yes, sir, brother. Fort Ord, California. I drove to California twice. That's when I ran around a 1979 Lincoln Executive Series, big tire car, baby. Yes, sir, indeed. I was stationed in Detroit, Michigan, too. I drove from California back to Detroit, Michigan in recruiting. Yeah, it was 1985. I came back on recruiting duty. And I retired in 1990, 31st of March, 1990.
So
yes, I had a great time.
Were you in Fort Ord around
Fort Gordon?
No, Fort Ord around 1989 or 87?
No. I left Fort Ord in 85. 85, okay. 85. I was at Fort Ord. When I came home from Italy, 1976, I was at Fort Ord. In 1983, I was at Fort Ord. 1985, I came back home. Okay. Came back to tour, yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed Fort Ord, man. But like I say, we walked 100 miles. Can you imagine being an infantry walking 100 miles in 4 days? Yeah, full rep. That's light infantry, baby.
That's right.
Boots on the ground. Yes, sir. You at Fort Ord? Was you at Fort Ord?
I sure was.
Yeah, you know the deal. What were you then? What year was you there?
Man, I was in there from 89 to 92.
Oh yeah, you're okay. You're young trooper. I was there. I was there 76, but coming back from Italy, I was there 76, 83, and 85. Yes, sir. Fort Ord, California. Yeah, you know the deal. You had to make that march, and then you had to make that run too. But then the home. The home. Stillwell. You remember Stillwell?
I do. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Stillwell the first time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. Yeah, I know.
So now, Ayana, do you have anything else for Sarge?
Did any of your daughters go into the military as well?
No. I'm the only one in the military. I'm the only military man in the family. Them girls, they enjoy that traveling, seeing the world free. They're great independent. Yeah, that was good to go. That was good to go, but they didn't want to go in boots. They want to travel and see the country free, but they didn't want to go in them boots. I'm the boot man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Come again?
I said that's right. Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, all the way. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm proud of my record because I know I had an impeccable record. I was a good soldier, good Marine. Top the line, baby. Yeah. Top the line. On select few can do what I did. On select few. I'm still here.
Absolutely.
My man, he know what deal is. Well, he know what's going on. When you retire, when you retire?
2003.
Yes, he young Marine. You young soul. Yeah, 2003. I retired 1990, buddy. 35 years ago, buddy. Come on, man. You know the deal, baby. Congratulations on your retirement, though.
Thank you. See, the difference between the Days Army when I came through, we spit shine our boots. They don't spit shine boots today.
I know, man. It's a different military now, man.
Yeah.
You can go to the schools, go to the what's called Collins and buy your pair of boots. You know what I mean? Already shined up. Hey, when I was the military, I was in when you clean the head, we call it, the head. You got toothbrush in the wall. You know what I mean, brother? That's a real military, man. Them boys know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. They couldn't even make it in the field now. No, man. They cry home. Well, I want to go home. I'm like my mama. Man, it's a different military, man. Them boys getting paid. Them boys getting paid big money, man. we didn't see no $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Only thing we saw $300 a month, brother, with a bullet in your butt. You know what I mean, Trooper? That was the real war.
So we're gonna do this now, Sarge. We're gonna we're gonna see if Yana have one last thing to ask you. Then I'm gonna ask you one last thing, and then we're gonna.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sound good.
If you had something that you, any type of advice that you could leave for somebody considering a military career, what would it be?
Advice I'll give them is education. If you don't have education, you ain't going nowhere in the military. No, sir. Right now in the military, you can't even join the military if you don't have a high school diploma. You understand what I'm saying to you? The military I was in, you could score 12 on the test. As long as you had bullets, they had no metal in your body, you go in the military. Not no more. Education open the doors for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's advice to get education, open the doors for you. That's it. That's it. If you ain't got that, you ain't going nowhere in the military. Not this military, the guy going now. They got, matter of fact, they offer big enlistment bonuses now. So you got to be sharp when you take the test. You get a good score on the test, you got a chance to get $60,000, $100,000. Yes, it's a different military than the military I was in. But like I say, if you don't have education, you ain't going too far in the military. Matter of fact, you can't get in without a diploma. And you got to have a clean record in the street. Simple as that. What else you got? You got any more questions?
Last one.
What's that?
You got another one, Yana?
No, it's on you, Amma.
What does Army Strong mean to you?
Army Strong? Now the Army Strong, Matt, that's what the Army Strong is now, right? But the Army I was what you call be all you can be.
Be all you can be. That's right.
You know what I'm saying, buddy?
That's right.
Huh? That's the real Army, buddy. Be all you can be. Army Strong. Man, don't get me started, man. Army Strong. Them boys getting paid, man. They getting paid. What a private making $3,000 a month now? $4,000 a private? Come on, man. We couldn't even see that kind of money. Man, come on. That's a new military now. New military. Like I say, it's not what you know, who you know in the military these days. Yes, sir. But I appreciate you giving me the invitation for this interview. I like it. I love it. Y'all, God bless you well. Y'all have a nice Thanksgiving. God bless you well, brother. Hey. And what's your name, lady? What's your name?
Ayana.
Yeah, Yana. Yeah, you do the same. Bless you too.
You as well. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. You call me back on the show anytime you want it. Yeah, ain't no problem. Anytime. I love to talk. I'm a salesman, buddy. Recruiting officer, 11 years. Hoorah!
Hey, sir.
Yo.
Hey, thank you for being on the show. You have a blessed day. Eat and be merry tomorrow, okay? Enjoy your
Yes, sir, we are. We high and tight around here, brother. Yes, sir. We eating everything.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so this concludes tonight's show. And before we go, we have a few things to put out.
That's why we. Hoorah!
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to my sponsors, my Econ, Image Power, and what's the third one? I'm on
J&J Real Estate.
J&J Real Estate. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. We can't support college students without you, so we really appreciate you.
Awesome. And we also have something else, y'all. We have a website.
Yes, we do. pastandfuturelegends.com. pastandfuturelegends.com. Go to the website. You'll find information on the team. You'll find information on sponsorships. You'll even find merch. We can purchase that wonderful hat Armand has on his head, as well as sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, and more.
Yes. Go visit it. Donate, purchase items. Keep up with upcoming events. We're going to have an event on the 22nd of March. And guess what? We're working on another one prior to March.
Yeah, a little meet and greet, a little informal for the month of December, but we'll keep you guys posted.
Absolutely. We want to thank everybody for being out there today. If you're on YouTube for the first time watching this, subscribe to the show. Okay, subscribe to the show. We want to thank Sarge for being on, a real American hero. And you know, besides the fact that that he keeps preaching Marine Corps, Army all the way. You know what I mean? Army all the way. We're gonna have a exciting guest next week, so tune in next Wednesday, same time. Peace.
Peace, everybody.